Hi there, everyone. Welcome once again to the TrainAid HQ. My name is Nick, and in today's video, we are undertaking Unit 3 of the Level 4 Certificate in Education and Training, and this is question 2.1. So we're analysing different communication methods and examples. So we're about to embark upon written communication, and we need to reflect on two examples of how we use written communication within our own teaching, the strengths, any two strengths of written communication, and also the limitations as well. So just to reflect then, if I'm just going to scroll up to the instructions page, so we've got a range of different examples of written communication here. So you can choose any two from the list, or you can use your own examples from your own teaching practice there. So do have a look at the instructions page as well. I deliberately left the kind of the completed answers. I've summarized them for you to kind of have a go at. But I will explain my thoughts here as well. So in terms of written communication, for our courses, the Level 3 Award in Education and Training, all of our courses rely on assignments. So these are going to be marked by myself. We also have a submissions team as well. So with regards to written communication, we just have to come up with two examples of how they're used. So in terms of myself, once again, we use obviously written assignments, and these are going to be marked by myself. So I mark electronically, so I have my learners assignments in front of me, and I will review the assignments, and I'll write my feedback onto the assignment templates. I give both formative feedback comments and a summary conversation as well, and I have to sign and date the learner's work to say whether or not they've passed, or to recommend any suggestions for improvement as well. So that's just one example of how I use written communication as well. When providing written feedback, I have to, of course, check for spelling and grammar, and I have to make sure that it's obviously supportive, it's constructive, it's providing praise as well. Another key example of written communication methods is emails to both learners and also colleagues as well. So these are quite common with regards to upcoming courses. So if I'm teaching a classroom lesson in London, a classroom course, I send a welcome email to learners, but I also attach the relevant information, such as the email attachments. I have to be clear with the timings of the course. Are there any parking facilities, refreshments on the course? All of that key information there within my assignments. I have to proofread the emails as well to make sure it's clear and legible, and I will send that to my learners before the course starts. So a welcome email as well. With regards to strengths of written communication, well, written feedback is a permanent record as well. So it's useful for learners to see what they have achieved. So it provides reassurance, it provides the learners with clarity and targets there, and it's also used for their records. So if there is anything that a learner would like to review, they can go back and see, what they need to do to make changes for areas for development, but they could also use that as evidence. They can use it for the record of achievement if they've been signed off by a teacher, and it gives them acknowledgement that what they're doing is correct as well. It provides that reassurance. Verbal communication can often be misunderstood or forgotten about, but with that written, it's provided with a permanent record. Very important as well for things like appeals, complaints, hopefully not, but it does give you, the teacher, like evidence that the work, for example, has been marked if there's going to be a review. Written feedback provides clarity, doesn't it? So it's clear on what has been achieved or what needs to be improved upon. So with written feedback, especially with assignments, you can acknowledge that the learner has hit the pass criteria. they've got the knowledge to progress on to the next part of the course, or otherwise it gives them with the required steps. So it should give your learners a clear avenue to improve, but also learners have got the time they can dedicate to achieving those like goals as well. So it gives them clarity. I've also put down precision there as well. So it gives them like an aim, a target to achieve their goals and the required steps there. With limitations as well, there's a kind of a risk of misinterpretation there. So again, when grading learners' assignments and responding to emails, you have to be careful of the language that you're using, because learners may misinterpret, and for colleagues for that matter, they misinterpret the language as well. So with obviously an advantage of verbal communication, you can obviously you've got your tone, you've got your voice projection, facial expressions, all of that rich information. Whereas with written feedback or emails, they can be misinterpreted. That could leave sort of learners feeling quite worried or anxious, or even colleagues for that matter. So you need to be clear with your emails. They need to be kind, they need to be legible, and not at risk of any unambiguous information there. So with with written, those are my thoughts and examples. I've gone for an assignment viewpoint as well, but I'd be interested to find out which types of written methods you use within your own teaching practice. So once again, aim for a paragraph of information under each one. So I look forward to receiving your answers. If you'd like to provide me with what written communication methods you use, please do include those within the comments. Thank you so much for watching.